What's going on, guys? It's Jose with Jose's Mobile Auto Glass. As always, make sure you guys watch the video a few minutes ahead before you get started. There's one thing I want to note before you do anything, guys. Do take out that screw, that Phillips head that's holding the that's on the headliner. Do go ahead and take it out. I ended up taking it out, and you'll see at the end, toward the end of the video, that it actually did help. Also, because if you're not careful, you can actually drill through the headliner, and you don't want to do that. So definitely make sure you take out that screw so the headliner drops a little bit. You got a little more play with it. Don't crease the headliner too much. Another thing to note, guys, be respectful of the person's truck bed. This bed was already all scratched up, as you saw, but still, as a technician and as a professional, put the cardboard in the bed so you have somewhere to place the glass. I know sometimes it can be awkward, especially when you're by yourself and you don't want to trip and fall with a broken tempered glass, but load up the cardboard so you avoid scratching or anything. Again, guys, make sure you guys give a thumbs up to the video. Make sure you subscribe. We need let's get to 1K subscribers if possible. So if you watch this, I'm trying to be more active on my YouTube channel. Again, guys, hopefully this video helps you guys out. And again, this video can be used for F150s up until 2010, I believe. So just keep that in mind as well. But you do have to take off the seatbelts on the other one. So if I get an F150 or between those years, I'll make sure to record it. All right, guys, go ahead and start. What's going on, guys? It's Jose with Jose's Mobile Auto Glass. We are doing a Ford Ranger. I'm not really sure what year this is. Let me take a quick little look to see what year it is. We are doing the back glass. It's a bolt-in style. Let me check out the year real quick. It is a 99, 04 of 99. Solid piece, back glass tinted. Always check to see where it broke. You can always follow the cracks, guys, and actually the damage is right there. We're gonna open up both doors. This does have an access door. It does have those old style little seats where people would sit sideways on them. So not like full seats, just kind of like a not extended cab, or maybe like a super cab you would call it. Always see where the damage is, how the glass broke. So it got hit right there. Hopefully it wasn't a bullet, because it was kind of weird. Most of the time it's just people just throwing stuff on it. As always, pre-inspection, scratches on the frame, on the body here. Something to note about this glass, guys, when you are doing this job is a Butyl held in glass. So it has studs, 9 millimeters. I usually do have some extra ones. I forget what the measurement is on, what the thread pitch is on them and everything, but you can go to Home Depot and find them. Something about this job that you may run into, depending on how many, what year it is or which glass you get. I'm not sure what, I'm not there. I haven't taken the parts to find out. You may have an extra stud here and no stud hole there. So if we run into that issue, you will have to get a drill and drill a new hole in it, which isn't the end of the day. I have an extension cord, so I'll probably just use their power outlet to be able to do that. Sorry, guys, that last job I had so much pollen. It is very annoying if that does happen. You could also honestly cut the stud out if you want to, remove the stud, and you'll be fine, depending on what you want to do. If you don't have a drill and you really need to get the job done for the customer, I would probably just remove the stud and just bolt it in the way it is. But they are adding more studs to keep it more secure. You guys can tell, Butyl, you want to use 5/16. Don't use the 3/8. 3/8 is a little bit too big, or if you do use 3/8, stretch it out so it does become thinner. But let's go ahead and get started. For this job, I put my tools in the bed right here. Hopefully I don't take too long. I got like 2 hours of video left in this memory card. You're gonna need a little ratchet, 9 millimeter ratchet, preferably the ones that with the flex head. Does great. I'm gonna use this panel popper, that tool that you get with some of the fiber sticks. So hold up, I always like to, now that we have a GoPro 13, you want to use this little panel popper right here. Does a really good job. We're gonna use a Lucky Pig's Foot as well. Ratchet with a 9 millimeter on it. Keep it note, guys, that try not to bend the headliner. You got a little bit of play with the headliner, and then on the top I'm gonna use the this portion of it, but for the rest of it I'm just gonna do the ratchet to be a little bit quicker. If you have an electric ratchet, go for it. I still haven't bought one. Now be very cautious of the trim. Don't scratch it, especially if they have it in really well kept condition. You still want to be respectful, even if it does look bad. For example, this one, he dug a hole here, which I'm assuming is because he had an issue. I don't know, but man, that looks bad. He has drill holes here too. You want to take note of all the damage here, guys, of what may be happening. Let me lower this because there we go. You have a bunch of damage there. All right, let's use the panel popper. See how it is. I can sometimes get the feel of how this is going to be with the with it. So if the panel popper doesn't kind of go in here, I might just use the pig's foot. Again, these clips are old, so I kind of like to try and be as nice as I can. Then we're going to kind of go up. There we go. We got one. As you guys can tell, these Christmas tree ones are very long. So what we're going to do is remove just this side, and the bottom should pop up. Oh, see. So there we go. If you don't feel like removing it, you could probably access it as well without the without that, but you're gonna need to do all that. I'm actually gonna use the pig's foot on some of these, see how it is, and just kind of just bend back. See, the reason why I don't want to use the pig's foot is I feel like you're putting too much pressure on here, and you can crack this. So let's not do that. Let's go ahead and just kind of go like this. If it flies, go find it. That one flew. I should have put my hand on it. I'm sorry. So now what you can do is with one pig's foot, kind of just open it up a little bit and see if you can just get it started. There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice. That's why I like this tool. It's not the best tool, but it still does a pretty good job. Now I'm gonna see if we have it out. Kind of give her a little bit of a wiggle. See if we can pull it out. Again, watch my mistakes so you guys don't make the mistakes that I make. There we go. We're gonna take off this little joint one. So this one just pulls straight down. 1, 2, kind of slides in here. So we're gonna pull this one out. Now this one should theoretically give us room. Now I'm not gonna take the whole thing out. I mean, if I lean this forward, I'm just gonna kind of pull it forward so I can access the little studs there, okay? I'm gonna walk over to the other side and grab the stud, the little clip that flew. Again, don't lose these, or at least try and match them back if you do. I'll pull this seat forward. There we go. He has a little jack stand here. That would be uncomfortable to sit on. I'm actually gonna put these in the cup holder here. 2, so we don't lose them. 3. All right, same thing as before. Sorry. All right, get in there. There we go. There we go. All right, there's one. Let's get this one. Again, guys, depending on what how quality his other thing looks like, just be very cautious on it. There we go. You want to be as careful as you can not to break any of this plastic, because if you do, you're gonna owe them, and it might be a very tricky time to find it. There we go. There we go. And that should help us there. Lower these little seats. There we go. So this middle one can just pull forward. I'm gonna try and walk over here. I'm gonna see if I can I'm not gonna sit on that. What I might do is sit on these, kind of lean on these seats, not really sit on it. Careful with the glass. Now we have access to everything there. So let's start. All right, again, 9mm socket. I'm gonna kind of just loosen them. Again, this is where an electric ratchet really comes in handy. And I still haven't got one. Mine was given to me as a gift, and I lost it, and kind of as a punishment, I'm gonna go a while before I get one. And I think about getting a 1/4 inch one instead of a 3/8, but I don't know. Sorry, I was looking at the Peanuts Burger King thing he has right there. I was like, I don't remember when Peanuts was at Burger King, and it looks faded, so might be something classic there. Once you get this is the original back glass too. It's a car light, so that's pretty interesting. Once you get all the bolts out, you're gonna have to push the glass out. So all right, so we got 3, 1, 2, 3 at the bottom. I don't know if I can see from here. 1, 2, 3. How many we have over there? Again, flex the trim, but don't press it too much to the point you're gonna break it. overall, this job shouldn't take too long. So hopefully we can knock her out. All right, there's that. Ow, my knee. Turn my phone on rest for a second there. I'm gonna use the ratchet on this one. We got a lot of wind today. I'm not sure why. It feels kind of good. It feels like I'm at the beach, to be honest. Like, you know how the beach always has a bunch of wind. So. Okay. There's that. Now, let me see. Over here is one. The thing with headliners, you always want to make sure you're not stressing it out. Now, he does have the whole thing taped, which can be very annoying. And now I gotta cut the tape without cutting the body. Again, do not stress the headliner out. You'll crease the headliner, and if you crease the headliner, it'll look very ugly, and your customer can complain that you owe him a brand new headliner. Or at least something along the lines. Whoop. And by crease, you can see that it wanted to crease there. So now I gotta find where this nut went. There we go. We should have one in the middle. Ow. So we have one here. Again, this is why I use the ratchet here, because it makes it a little bit easier to kind of. Now, to make your job easier, you could remove this Phillips right here, and you'll have a little bit more play. But I'm not gonna. I didn't bring my Phillips. I don't like to take off too much stuff, guys. The more I take off, the more stuff, especially on an older vehicle, you can kind of hurt it too. Again, this stuff is old, and the more you take off, the more chance you have of damaging stuff. So now I'm just gonna twist. And I think we are gonna run into that issue, guys, of the there we go. We got this one out. So let's go to the next one. We'll move this up for a second. This one might be a little tight. This one's gonna be a little tight, I think. I think I might have to actually remove this Phillips just because of how tight it is. Let me take this one off, straight down, slide. There we go. Now we have a lot more room here to remove these guys. Actually, this one's already loose. Again, they're never super tight. They should never be super tight, guys, because you can actually break it. Actually, no, you'll pull the stud out before you break it. Okay, there's this one. Let me see, let me make sure where this one is. I think it's right here. Yeah, it's right here. So, something that always makes me mad is I always get it reversed. All right, there we go. Sorry, I was looking down. I always look down when I do stuff like this. Now, when I come back, I might actually remove the Phillips on that. So, oh, that one fell, but it's right here. I can see it over here in the corner. Or at least I thought I did. It's right. I feel it. There are some guys where if you drop it, you are honestly really, you're kind of screwed there. I feel, I grasped it. I'm just kind of trying to make sure I got a little secureness. Oh, my hand is stuck now. All right, let me see if I can grab that one, and then we got it. Well, that's it's under the seat now here. Snap. What I might do is kind of see if I can get under here. I'll come back to it in a second, guys, because I kind of just made it slide into this little groove. Let me pull this little plastic trim off here. Okay, I kind of want to find it before I keep continuing to do anything else. So I may come back in a second. Let's find it here. Okay, I don't know if I have an extra one, which I think I do, but I may or may not have an extra one. So I'm gonna try it one more time. I had it. It just went in here. So it means it's in this little side pillar there. But I'll come back to it. Not the end of the world. I think I have at least one or two more extra ones. All right, now that all the bolts are out, let's go ahead and get this portion done. You're gonna have to push the frame. There you go. Oh, wait, before I forget, which is something I was supposed to address, I think I gotta take this tape off. And of course they use masking tape. Be careful with the tape. It can sometimes mess up the clear coat, because it gets so, some people will wait months at times before they fix this, and the adhesive almost melts into the clear coat and it sucks to clean. I feel bad because I want to help them clean it, but I know I'll be there all day. Acetone, just make sure it says paint safe acetone. I don't know if there's different grades of it, but Gugon, great stuff. Gugon does really good. Okay. Okay, now that we have it off, the tape might be even able to help us. All right, now I'm just gonna pull the frame. We're gonna pull the frame from here. I'm not wearing gloves. Wear gloves, guys. There we go. There we go. Honestly, I'm surprised. I think the tape is what's helping me right now. There we go. There we go. I'll go in here, kind of help it. I was like, I didn't forget a screw. There we go. There we go. And there we have the whole thing out with minimal mess too. I'm actually oh, I think the glass is tinted. This has to be aftermarket tinted. I'm gonna lay it in the bed because I should have brought the cardboard with me. All right, as y'all can see, this right here, give you guys a little bit of a lesson. This right here is called Butyl. It is sticky, but it also has some type of fiber inside of it that help it all stay together. This does dry rot. If your back glass is leaking, this is because the butyl has gone bad on your truck. This butyl needs to be replaced every 8 to 10 years. You need to go back and replace. If you have a truck from a Ford from 98 to 2012, you have never done, and you've been the only owner of it, you need to replace your butyl on your back glass. This will dry rot and it will leak like a sieve. And sometimes they even shrink to the point where the butyl kind of just compresses and it will no longer seal in the corners. So you're gonna have a lot of leaking going on there. Very, very common issue with these trucks. Unfortunately, it's a very common, as you guys can see, it just gets old. This one actually doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna assume they replaced this a while ago. Cool thing about cleaning this up, you can just pinch it. It's not very difficult to clean. You kind of just pinch it here and there. So it's not a terrible job to really do. You can use your finger. I use my finger. If you use a glove, if you're wearing gloves, your gloves are gonna rip. You are going to have to make sure this is very clean. I am going to prime the body, which you don't technically have to, but it just adds a level of adhesive to secure everything. Everything will just a little bit better. I am going to wear gloves once I get done here. I'm going to see if I can get most of this off real quick while I'm here. Just kind of, yeah, you can also use, another little trick is you can use the butyl itself to kind of lift it up. See, kind of roll it, and it kind of just grabs itself, and you can just grab as much as you can. As long as you can see most of the paint on it, you'll be fine. I'm kind of upset that I dropped that stupid screw. So now this will take a minute, so don't you know, don't kind of get agitated or anything. And again, you're still gonna have to vacuum. Just because most of that got there, I still have a little bit of glass that fell in there, so I am gonna have to vacuum. Luckily I have my portable vacuum with me, so that should help. That Milwaukee vacuum does do a great job. So we got 1, 2, 3 on top. See, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on top. So now we're gonna have to make the decision of, do we drill new holes here? If you don't have a drill, then you're gonna have to erase, you're gonna have to cut out those studs and just do it how it originally is. Those are your choices. And I'm saying this because realistically you should drill, but I don't know if I have a drill in my van, but I don't know if I want to, if I don't know, well, first I don't know if I have the drill bit to really get in there. So, but once you have a drill, it kind of helps you. If you have an actual good drill, it's five minutes at most to drill in those new holes. And but then again, you'll need new you'll need the sockets for it too. You'll need new not sockets, sorry, nuts as well for it. And if you don't have nuts for it, well, then you're kind of screwed. There's no really point of even putting them on. You can always come back later on and re-put them on, but again, this glass was secured with just this much and it wasn't leaking beforehand. So if you do cut them off, I'll show you how to cut it off in case. But I think I'm gonna, if I have the drill bit, I forgot that my drill is actually, I have a really good drill on me right now, so I may be okay. I'm just hoping that my extension cord and everything can reach out there. Again, we're still cleaning here. This is how I clean it. There's different ways. If you use a scraper, I don't really know why you would use a scraper. As long as you make enough contact with most of the body with it. Oh look, there's like a little spring here. You'll be fine. But I am going to prime everything. Again, the butyl does a great job sticking to itself, as you can see. See, look, bam, 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 bam. This is how I do. I'm gonna clean these corners too. See, look, there's a lot of dirt on these corners. Make sure we get a nice little bond, clean, easy bond. So you can kind of scratch it off too. Again, I'm just taking my time. Hopefully I have enough. I forget that I don't have a lot of battery left on this. Yeah, you could probably use a little scraper, but I just don't want to dig into the paint of the body. There we go. There we go. Again, there's a reason why we don't use butyl anymore, guys. It's because it dry rots, it shrinks, it causes leaking over time. It's just not a good design. See, like if you have some on the body, just go. There we go. All right, I got most of it clean. I am going to come back with some glass cleaner and kind of clean more of it. I mean, clean all the dirt, so that way I get a nice good little bond. I'm gonna leave the glass in there for now. I'll hop off. Okay, and as I said earlier, you have 2 extra ones here in between. I would probably grab a measuring tape just so you could get like a little idea of where to drill the holes if you're gonna drill them out, and go from there. Hopefully I have enough cable room to get from there to there from my extension cable. I'm hoping. As I said, always come prepared. So I do have a drill. This bit might actually work on it. I'm not too sure. I came for gloves. Man, it looks messy, but it's actually not that messy, to be honest with you guys. It's actually not that bad right now. That other video where I did the Acura MDX, that looked messy. Now I am gonna have to turn the video on and off here and kind of just go from, I don't even know if I should record, cut this portion in. Okay, we got this. Get some glass cleaner, some spray, the primer, dauber. Bad. Almost messed that up bad. All right, guys, we're gonna actually show you. These are the rolls of butyl I'll be using. Dang, I think this is 3/8. Yeah, I think this is 3/8. It does look pretty big. 5/16 is what you want to use on some of these back glasses, but again, if you stretch it out, you can make it smaller, but you're gonna have to stretch it out to the point where it evens with itself. If it's too thick, you're gonna have waves in the glass, guys. So you want it to be as thin as you possibly can. I've run into that issue, and then yeah, you're stuck. Glass cleaner, primer. Go ahead and hop up here. I'm gonna set this right here gently. Now I'm gonna just spray here. I typically don't spray pinch welds. I use water, but it'll be fine in this situation. We're gonna clean this beautiful pinch weld. Now, if we're gonna drill, we probably should prime after we do the drilling, but I'm still kind of debating on what to do. Again, they added more bolt holes to help the vehicle stay more, the back glass stay more secure. So that's another reason why. They did it. Again, don't just clean the pinch weld, clean around the where the glass used to sit. It's a good little marker to tell you where to be lined up at, but don't be shy of cleaning it. Look, this was me, so just so y'all can see, again, pre-inspections are very important. There we go. Now we got a nice clean little pinch weld here. I'm gonna let it air out for a little bit. Luckily this is alcohol based, so it should evaporate pretty quick. So just get rid of the excess there. Give it a little second, make sure it feels nice and dry. It does. Shake your primer. I'm gonna open it up on top of the glass right here, not take off the little thing. Got the foam. Use foam on this, pop it there, set it there. That way if I drop some, I don't get it on his actual truck. See, I got a little drop there, but it's on the glass, so we're good. All right, now what we want to do is don't touch the hand. Oh, be careful not to let it drip. Primer is probably one of the worst things you can get on a headliner, because there is no cleaning it. I'm trying not to get too close to the curvy part of it, but I mean, if I do, I do. All right, there's the primer. The reason I'm adding primer is just to get more of a secure bond, okay? I'm gonna hop off here for a second. Again, be careful not to touch the body with primer. Just your footing is always important. I'm gonna set this here. I'm gonna set this actually. I'm gonna pull one napkin out, set that here. Now I'm gonna clean the glass. And by glass, I mean I'm gonna clean the rubber, where the rubber is gonna go here, just to kind of make sure once I put the butyl on here, it'll be fine. There we go, there we go, there we go. There we go, kind of good, nice little clean. There we go, nice and clean. Same thing as before, primer. I'm actually gonna be over here on the public port here. I'm gonna use the other end of this. Cool thing about the OE Tech, I like the primer a lot. OE Tech has really good primer. Really like this stuff. DuPont does good stuff too. I'm gonna prime just the majority of this. Again, you don't have to prime this, or you can just clean it, because but I just add it as an extra layer of just makes me feel better. Just makes me feel like it can get a little stuck to something. Adds a little bit of friction so it doesn't roll off while you do this. Again, I got 2 hours to record this video. There we go, adding some nice primer. Now if I do drill it, guys, I'm not gonna be able to show you it. Again, we're limited on how much time we have on this SD card. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and just set everything up on the body and glass. I'm gonna set this right here. Do not put it on the grass, because this is still sticky and this is clean. So do not set it on the glass. I'm gonna set this. Oh, this is usually supposed to be on it here. I think this one's still 3/8. And you can always compare like the sizes of it, of what it used to be in there to what it is. This sort of seems about the same. Yeah, it's about the same, almost. Probably just a little thicker. Once you bolt it, it will squish itself. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of well, I might use this one. I might use this for the bottom, because I don't think this is enough for the top. You don't want to make two on the top. You want to kind of meet at the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is set this to be safe on the cardboard there, where it's not dirty. And I'm gonna jump on and use this one. And I think this, yeah, this one, I think this one's thicker than that one, but it's all good. So what I'm gonna do is start. I'm gonna have to just pre-measure it, because I know this isn't enough. I didn't want to throw away butyl. As long as I can go around the corner. Okay, good. So that what I'm gonna do is start here. Now there's grooves to tell you where it goes, but I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go ahead and take it off, which you probably should wait to not take it off, but this actually annoys me more if it's not off. It just gets in my way. Okay, there's that one. I have leftover from other cars I did. I don't like to throw it away, just because this is still good stuff. So there we go. Make sure you're actually in the corners. You have to kind of press it a little bit. Wear gloves, because you can't contaminate this one, because you are dealing with it. So just so y'all know. There we go. There we go. Make sure you push nice and down so you're bonded with it. So then we actually got a little bit more. Again, anytime you do a car, you'll always have a little bit left over, and you kind of want to save it for when you're in emergencies, because there we go. Now we can use what we have left over. Hopefully it's enough, which I think it is. I think it's just right. Oh yeah, it's just right. Look at that. Actually, we might have to stretch this one out a little bit. If you're ever short, you can always stretch it out just a little bit. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. See, look, that's what happens. You get dirt on it, and then I'm gonna kind of stretch this out a little bit. Press down on it. There we go. Now we shouldn't have to go here. Now what I'm gonna do is actually rip it here, because I don't want a bulge. I'm gonna tear this off right here. All right, guys, so that is how you put the butyl on it. Again, I'm actually gonna take the extra step and drill the hole that goes like right here. I'm gonna see if I have the drill bit. I'll be right back. Again, guys, make sure you have a good drill, a good power drill. Electrical outlet one will work better. If you have a good power one, make sure it has the actual the M18 batteries on it, because those things do better. The little ones take forever. You don't want to be here all day. If by chance you do not have a drill, this is a little cheat code. You have to cut the rubber here. Cut it out, and you can pull these studs out, okay? You can literally pull this stud out, but be careful, just cut there around this rectangle. And once you cut it there, you'll be able to actually just remove those two studs. And that's only if you don't have a drill, okay? Make sure you press also. Kind of press it a little bit. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'm actually gonna pause the video so we don't run out of memory, and we can continue this tutorial. All right, guys, we are back. I'm very surprised my inverter on my van was actually able to give me enough juice to do the drill. Shout out to the OG van. All right, so we did drill. I re-primed there, and I primed the inside to help prevent from rust. We're gonna go ahead and set this glass into it. I'm hoping to God that this is, I did align it correctly. I did measure it out to the middle and as close as there. I didn't want to make the holes too big because also the headliner was right there. So unfortunately, I don't have a drill bit that big to go. And another sucky part was I only had one extra one. So what I might do is I'll figure it out here. I'll figure out what I do with those corners. So I may I still have to get the one I dropped over there, but I may look and see if I find another one. So I may have another one there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put all the ones on the top first and then worry about the bottom ones last, because the bottom is kind of easier to find. Other than that, let's go ahead and set it. I'm not gonna use a suction cup. I'm actually gonna just do it by hand. Now this is where having a little bit of a help would kind of help you, or set the glass somewhere just so it doesn't fall. Again, it has trim on it, so it's gonna set on the trim first. There. Make sure you don't want the glass to fall. Watch it fall on video. All right, now that we have that, again, still wearing gloves because you don't want to contaminate the butyl. I always do the bottoms first, guys. Kind of just set the bottom holes in there first. There we go. The bottoms are lined up. I'm gonna set my knee. I'm gonna hope that I am. Yes, I actually got it. Oh my God, guys, yes! We actually lined those up perfectly. Oh my God, I was low-key worried about it. All right, so now that we're in there, what I should have done was put some tape to hold it, or if you want to reach around, kind of just, I'd put one on the top. Now that the headliner is loose, I probably put one on the top, but I can't reach the top, so I'm gonna put one on the bottom here, just to help. All right, we got one. So as long as you got one in there, if you have another one, I would put it over here on this corner so it doesn't like fall out. But it's in, the glass was in, everything looks good. Let's go ahead and go back to where we were and put everything back together on video. This is how you do the F-150s as well. I will probably have to make a different video for the F-150s because it is a little bit more different. Okay, not a whole lot. I'm gonna go ahead and take these plastic trims out. Those are some long cigarettes. Sorry, I shouldn't have touched it. Don't ever touch people's stuff, especially cigarettes, because they go in people's mouths. Guys, in the comments, if one of y'all know the measurements for this, I would really appreciate y'all. Dropping that info. I see it there. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I got it. I swear, you will always drop one. And it's the most annoying thing to do. I did end up taking that that thing out. The little I think it's for like your clothes and stuff like that. I did end up taking it out, so just go ahead and just get it out of the way. Let's go ahead and get all this bad boys in here. I don't know why it was tight there. I think I got some of my, oh, that's why. I got some of my freaking glove on there. Let me take it out. Don't fall. Yeah, some of my glove got stuck on that stud. And this is one of the new holes I just made. There we go. All right. Ah, door hit me. All right, let's do this one. Okay. There's that. Let's grab the rest if we're able to. 3, 4, and again, I still gotta grab that one, but I may do that off video just because I really don't want to take up too much time on the video and doing insignificant stuff. So now that we have that portion of the headliner off, it gives us more flex room. So again, they're putting more on the top to secure it. I'm guessing people complained that it wasn't very tight, but man, it sat in very nice. Like, you might have to push it in a little bit more, but there's plenty of room in it, and it's tempered, so you have a little bit of flex room on there. But it sat in a lot better than what I thought it would, which makes me happy. The new one I put was right here. This one has a washer. If you can get them with a bigger washer, it'd be better. Just so you can get a little bit, because the holes are pretty big. And if you just get a nut without a little washer or skirt, it can kind of suck. All right, here's this one. Oh no, my bad. I'm not gonna put that one on just yet. Give me a second. Sorry. I am not putting this one on just yet because we are short some, and I want to take care of the more important ones first, which is the middle top one and the corner ones, which is this one right here in the corner. This corner one and the middle one are the ones I'm going to focus on more. There's one here, there's one here, there's one there, there, and there. Where am I missing one then? Oh, I didn't put one over there. So I'm going to do is take this one out for a second, just until I get the other one. So I know for a fact I should have another one. Again, I save them. There's an F-150 where you can actually take one off and keep that one because you can't put it back on most of the time because it's behind a weird kind of metal cover there. So I'm gonna put this one on right here. All right, there we go. Now comes the fun part, tightening her up. I'm gonna actually use the ratchet on this one, so just to go a little bit faster. Do not use electrical tools on this one. So now I'm gonna go as tight as I snugly can. The key word, snug. You want to snug. So I'm gonna work my way like kind of clockwise, okay? It actually doesn't matter which way you really go, but see, look, I can kind of keep going, but I'm just kind of going snug, okay? You don't want to go too much. The reason is, if you go too much, you can pull the stud out. The stud will give before anything else gives. I used to be afraid that if I tighten it too much, I would break the glass. I have not, knock on wood, broken a glass yet on any of these cars, okay? Oh, man, I don't know why it's so windy today. All right, snug. You'll feel when it's too snug. If you gotta go, like that's way too much. Like you kind of want to just kind of rock with it, see? All right, there's that. Now for the top one, can I use the ratchet? I can, but I will use actually the, I'm gonna use the wrench on this one instead. These ones behind the headline are so annoying. Same process as when you do with the wrench, ratchet wrench. Dude, I can't believe I got it on the first try. When you do the drill, sometimes it takes you like two tries before you really get in there. If for some reason the battery dies, I'm sorry. So go ahead and address that. That's why I said I'm at 20% battery, but it should hold. There's no way. I didn't even twist. There's no way. I don't remember twisting it like that. One of my biggest pet peeves is when I go to the next side, I'll sometimes switch it, but I don't even remember twisting it. It's the most annoying thing out there. It's like how? When? If it's loose, keep going by hand. If it lets you. Hold up, my shoulder's sore. Okay, just gotta take a little breather. This job can be done by yourself, to be honest. Even if it's the 150, it's still pretty easy job. Do a little shoulder workout. Again, it has to be tight, snugs tight. There we go, that's how I'm gonna go. Okay, next one. Give me a second, guys. Again, it's really awkward sometimes with your shoulders. Again, check. Okay, we're good. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is the ratchet will flip on you. Hold up, I'm gonna leave it like that and go to the other side. I left my van on, but she should be good. I dropped the hammer. If you see the Gatorades, that's for my other business, guys. I usually stop by the store and restock for them here and there. Make sure everything looks good. All right. Oh my God, don't tell me. Again, it is better to go as much as you can by hand first before you start tightening with a ratchet. Check it. See, look, I have it all loose. So I'm gonna just turn it around. There we go. Nice and snug, not too. Okay. This does get tiring, guys, trust me. This does get tiring, especially now that you have a new one. So look, I twisted it right there. I'm keeping my eye on it because it's the most annoying thing out there. Okay, there's that one. Again, going to the gym and then doing this is it's just torture. Oh no, we're missing another one there. Okay, so we're missing another one. I knew we were short another one. So what I'm gonna have to do is, I'm missing the corner one there, and I don't really want to go. I don't really want to go with something else. So I'm gonna have to go hunt for some more here in a second. But I kind of want to finish the video first, and then we go from there. So what I'm gonna do is take this one off, which I should just still be loose. So I'm gonna take this one off. I won't worry about the top. The top and the sides are more important, guys, because water goes down, goes up to down, doesn't go up. Oh, thank God. Doesn't go, water doesn't go this way, water goes this way. So if it goes all the way around. So if you have to come back with your customer and you have two of them not there, that's fine. Just let him know that, hey, you're fine. I just gotta come back later and put these last two on because I don't have any more. Again, it'd be really nice if the glass companies would actually include some of the new nuts there to help us, but again, if you guys know what the measurement is in the comment sections, please let me know what the thread pitch is. I'll probably Google it here, or once I post the video, I'll probably update it. I know it's standard, it's not metric. It's not metric, I can tell you that for sure. All right. Yes. Alrighty, there it is. So now we got most of it done, guys. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is put on this portion and show you guys how I took it off. I probably should have included it in the video. Let me find it. It is a Phillips head now. All you do is kind of push it in there. We're gonna go ahead and kind of go to the other side, and I think I'll conclude my video there of what I've done so far, just so you guys can see. But again, I'll show you guys also what to keep an eye out for if you encounter this little issue. All right, so this is gonna just kind of push the headliner up a little bit, align it back, and you're gonna just squeeze it in there. Just, I don't know if you saw, which when you take it out, you just kind of wiggle it out, but you gotta want to just push it in there. You can sometimes go from side. There you go. There we go. Now we grab our Phillips head. Don't push because you'll fly into the headliner if you push too hard. Another reason why I don't like wearing gloves too much, guys, it's just they rip. And it's just annoying having to replace your gloves every 10 seconds. All right, nice and tight. All right, we're good. Now once you put on all these clips, guys, it should all hold it together. And again, these little corner pieces, they go you want to swoop it in here first, and you kind of want to just push it up, in there. Okay, I'll go ahead and put it on this side because this side won't matter anymore, but you guys get an idea of how it goes in. So let's kind of wiggle it. There we go. Just theoretically, we are done with this side. We have all that except for the middle one. So push in the clips by thumb. Nice. Put in another one right here. Now see how it kind of goes in angle a little bit? It's fine. Once you adjust it, you'll go there. Also, keep a little note. I think some of these are longer than the other ones. I could be wrong, but I don't know. So far it doesn't look like it. All right, we're good there. So we got 1, 2. Kind of just tap it. Don't hard it, but just kind of push in there. There we go. So now we got all that, and so you're gonna do the same thing you did here over there. Once you put on the last, I got 1, 2, 3 more. I got 1 bolt here. I gotta go find 2 more in my van. I did find 1, but I just want to do it quickly. Other than that, guys, yeah, that's how you do a back glass on a Ford Ranger. Something to keep very note of, and you have to do this and take a look at it. Mine isn't doing it, but if you over tighten, you will have waves. You will have waves in the glass, guys. You will have waves in it. You'll be able to see it. Right now, I don't have waves because I'm not over tightened on it. If you tighten it way too much where the rubber is about to give, you'll have literally waves into the glass. I don't have waves. Now, sometimes they're actually made into the glass, so you want to inspect it before, so you're not loosening and tightening. Stand it up on the stand there and take a look at it, see where the waves are. If they're already usually the waves will be where the bolt or where the studs are. And if that's where they're at, then you're fine. Put it in there. But other than that, this glass looks really good. This is an ATI brand. ATI is not my favorite, but they do a lot of tempered glass, so I'm gonna just rely with their expertise. Again, a drill works really good. My inverter in my old van kicked butt today. Shout out to the old van. Guys, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up if the video helped you. Other than that, yeah, again, I put the glass in the back of the bed here. I should have put the cardboard in here first, but looking at how his bed looked already, I kind of didn't think it was going to make much of a difference there too. So, but I am going to make sure I clean up all the glass here. So make sure you vacuum it, clean it. Make sure you leave the truck as it was before, or better, because now you're putting another glass in there. Thank you again, guys, and I'll catch you guys on later. Bye.